Hey everyone, it's James at geometricharts.com. It is May 30th, about 5:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we got the daily chart of Bitcoin here on the Bitfinex exchange, BTC USD. And first of all, video is not investment advice. Second of all, here's that instability. Here's the violence starting in Bitcoin. I definitely think we are going to start to see a pretty severe decline in Bitcoin. Now the question is can Bitcoin produce a normal corrective move, or is this going to end up the same way it ended up every single other time? There was always the bottom. The bottom was always in. Now, one thing has happened in this market that I was talking to my subs about is that this very similar thing happened in the NASDAQ just recently, right? The NASDAQ, just the stock markets in general, no one ever thought they were going to correct going into last year. And what happened in the stock market? They retraced the entire year's move, meaning everybody literally went back to square one during the nasty sell-off. And what was happening is the market was rising. Everyone was conditioned. Everyone was comfortable. And then the correction started to happen, and everyone's like denying it. That's it. Okay, the correction's done. And then boom, before they knew it, everything was done. And there was one common thing between the stock market and Bitcoin that really sticks out, and that's momentum. Momentum stayed positive for a very long time. And toward the tail end, it started to round out and get very, very bearish. And that's exactly the same thing happening here. Now, not saying that the market is necessarily going to retrace 100%, but it literally would not surprise me if Bitcoin was trading at 3,500 in a month or two, even less in a less time frame than that, because these moves do happen very violent. But like I said, I'll be reserved. I'll let Bitcoin prove to me that it's ready to make a normal corrective move and actually start an uptrend. If that's going to happen, I definitely think it's going to happen on Bitfinex somewhere around 6,400, maybe as low as 6,200 to have a little bit of a buffer zone. I don't think $200 is that big of a deal at this point, but there is, again, there's some similarities in the market, but it's not just momentum. It's what happens to investors psychologically. Psychologically, people get crazy. People start thinking that there's no way the market's ever going to correct. There's going to be people that are denying this, what's happening right now, right? There'll be people denying it all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. If it accelerates past just a normal 50% retracement or like right around that range. And that's just the way the market works. That's just the way the average investor's mind works, is that they can only see this move, and they can only see, it's just normal human nature to keep seeing the progression. This yellow line right here, it actually got even crazier, which I don't even have it here. I guess I should draw that. But anyways, that's it. That's all the average investor can see is this. They can't see this line. They can't see this line, any descent whatsoever, because the market has now conditioned the average trader to accept that every single dip will be purchased. Every single dip will be purchased until it stops, until the music stops. And a lot of the volume got siphoned out right here at the top, and these few pumps were getting very volatile. It was the same thing I was telling my subscribers, that this is what happens at tops. You get a lot of volatility because there's not just as much volume comes in, it goes out. It's like that whoever's pumping the market, trying to get it further, is just, they're running out of luck, and then they're done. And once they're done, that's it. The market's going to collapse out because the guppies sure as heck are not going to be able to sustain it. So big players are going to start exiting. They're going to start freaking out. It's going to accelerate. Then what's going to happen is you have the retail trader that's going to sit there in denial during the entire corrective move, and then toward the tail end they'll end up vomiting out, and that's probably going to happen somewhere again in the 6,400, possibly 6,200 area. So it's just the nature of this beast. I mean, you can already see we went from almost 9,100 on Bitfinex, which actually the daily top on Bitfinex was, let me grab it real quick, 9,109. we've already gone from that all the way down to 8,200, almost a 1,000 point swing at the moment. And that's the same thing I was telling my subs, is that I thought there would be, see 1,000 point swing like it's nothing. I think we could see a couple of thousand points. It would not surprise me if this one candle goes all the way down to like 7,400 or so, maybe even deeper. If we went all the way to 6,400 in one candle, that wouldn't even surprise me at this point. It's a very volatile market. A lot of money got siphoned out at the top. It's what happened. It's what I was saying in my video. I said caution, caution, caution. Have your stops in place. Have a strategy. This, again, the hype boys and girls out there, they want to tell you all these projections and stuff, which can definitely happen. I'm not ruling it out, and I'm not trying to necessarily say that there's no possibility that Bitcoin heads higher in the future, but this market is going to correct. It's going to. Every single market has a correction, especially when you get vertical price movement. So anyways, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Look, we're already down to 8,100. Every single support line that I had drawn out myself is just, it's just being chewed right through because there's so much selling pressure. And the fear, I don't even think has even come close to kicking in yet. Once it does, this will be exacerbated to a much more significant level. There's probably going to be a reactionary bounce, but anything's definitely going to be steamrolled. I definitely believe we have put in the top or very close. Maybe best case scenario, Bitcoin accelerates back up one more time, hitting 9,300 on Bitfinex, and I think that would be about it for this market. But anyways, if you do like the videos, you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, follow. I do appreciate everyone's time. I hope that everyone at least exercise caution. Yes, there are plenty of trades to the upside to take during this entire time, but I hope that nobody got caught in this, and I hope that nobody is caught. Like, if somebody is caught, I definitely think it's probably best to just take it on the hand real quick and not have to weather this storm and enter into a hope and pray mode, because yes, there could be a bounce from this level and Bitcoin could try to push a little bit higher, but every red flag, like I outlined in my other video, every single red flag that popped up in every single one of these tops popped up here. So, and look how every single one of these worked out for the investors. Every single one of these pumps have led to very nasty 100% retracements. So it's not a market you want to play with in that regards. You want to have a sound strategy. So anyways, that's it. Hope everybody has a great day, great night, depending on where you are in the world. And I'll produce another video on Tuesday.